this attack is going to get you through both Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8, but more importantly, it is going to teach you the fundamental skills of 1. Funneling dragons, and 2. Planning your loon-pathing. So what we're going to do in this attack is essentially use our dragons as a kill squad. Okay, our dragons are going to get the main objective, which is to narrow down the pathing for the loons and to take out the clan castle. And then we're going to finish sweeping through the base with loons, and then your third stage, if you even call it a phase, is the cleanup phase. Pretty simple army here. Now I have 7 to 8 dragons, but you could use as few as 6 dragons. But you definitely want to bring at least 7 to 12 balloons, which is why I wouldn't bring any more than 8 dragons for this when you're not bringing the lightning spells. You're going to be using 1 rage for your dragons, and then you're going to be using 1 rage and 1 heal to help your loons sweep through the rest of the base. Okay. Now as for the rest of the troops, that's pretty much cleanup, builder huts, or if you have no dragons, go over to the area where you dropped your loons and you'll have a bunch of trash to take care of. That's where the wizard comes in. So first we gotta decide what we're gonna do with our dragons, okay? And to do that, we wanna know what value we can get out of our loons. And if we look at the defenses here, we can see that there's kind of a ring of defenses going around this dead space as far as the loons are concerned. Remember, the loons are only going to target defenses, okay? So we want to use our dragons to narrow their funnel, and in this case, when there's a ring base, we're just going to cut off that ring, okay? So that there's a crescent left over. That way our loons can stay together and move along that crescent, okay? So the plan here is to send our dragons here. It's going to take out 1 air defense, it's going to kill the clan castle troops, and with the rage, it's going to clear all these defenses here, leaving a nice narrow path for our loons to sweep through both of the remaining air defenses. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play here, and you're going to notice I put a dragon all the way in the corner. That's just in case there is a troll Tesla. Troll Tesla is a Tesla you put in the corner just to try to cause someone to time fail, causing some of the attacker's troops to backtrack at the end, which can be really annoying and can indeed cause a time fail if you're not careful. And here you're going to notice I've cleared all these buildings on the outside here. So I have 5 dragons left. If I put 1 here, 2 here, and 2 here, some are definitely going to end up on the air defense. In this case, I put just 1 there, which is fine. So now I know they're going to get in range of the clan castle troops, which is where I put the rage. Right, and once this defense goes down, I know my loons are going to be staying on the path that I kind of predetermined there for them. And right behind the loons, I put my minions, my cleanup minions, okay, which I like to use just because sometimes people with really bad bases have giant bombs on the edge, which can kill that wizard. But the wizard can be very useful as well, especially if you're up against good bases. Here, there's the heal. To keep them alive, they just hit 2 air bombs and they're going into a wizard tower. So I use that heal to keep the loons alive. Remember, the heal is for the loons. In fact, 2 of the 3 spells you're bringing are for the loons. And most of my loons are alive. Most of my dragons died, which is actually pretty common. On to the second replay here. Now, usually the first thing you're going to want to see is where the sweeper is, okay? You definitely want to come from behind the sweeper, and in this case, I'm going to be coming in along here, okay? I'm going to drop a dragon all the way in the corner here, and all the way in the corner here in case of troll Teslas, because those can cause time fails, okay? And in this case, I don't have cleanup troops, because I'm going to use my dragons to cover 2 of these corner huts, okay? Corner possible Tesla locations. And anyways, let's go ahead and hit play. And you're going to see my first dragon comes up way up there, another one down there, and then I'm going to start clearing these out with these dragons as well. Okay, and again, we have this dead space in the middle, right? Loons can come here, and then they can just kind of wrap around. And I'm just going to cut off this one with my max loons and let my camp loons come in this way. That way they stay on track to go to that air defense. Now, watch as the dragons come in range of the CC. That's when I want to use my rage, because this higher level dragon will kill your low level dragons, and I'm going to show you a replay of how that can happen later. It happened to me. I know it's embarrassing. I failed a dragon attack at Town Hall 7, which is brutal and embarrassing, but I'm going to show you that it is possible to fail if you don't rage your dragons properly. So anyways, my loons just sweep through the base, nice and easy. And at this point, there's nowhere else to drop my king except for back here to help speed up the cleanup. And it's a nice, easy 3-star. So the point of these videos are not necessarily to show off, right? 3-starring a Town Hall 7 is very easy. Okay. You could easily just use Zap Dragon and a wall of hogs, and this would be very easy. But I also want to show you the one downside to this strategy. That is more powerful as long as you use it right, but you definitely want to mind where the CC is as well. Don't just assume because you're using dragons that they'll kill them, okay? The CC is all the way over here. The sweeper is over here. So naturally I'm going to come from behind the sweeper. I'm going to enter from here so that I can take out one of the air defenses initially. Okay? Now the problem is the CC is all the way over here, and I attack just assuming it's somewhere in the middle, and I didn't take a close look at the base. So what's going to happen is my dragons do their job. They cut off the outside of the ring, but now they're thinned out, because that's kind of what dragons do. You can funnel them really well in the beginning, but eventually they will thin out. And what happens is I realize too late, and I try to lure him, but he comes out after I've used the rage on my dragons, and he starts picking them off. So let's hit play here, and we'll see. The first thing I should have done here is lure out this dragon here, so that it runs into 2 or 3 of my dragons, rather than taking them on one at a time. And I'll speed it up here, because the point is to show you how this attack can be run. So I use the rage, and now, at this point, my dragons are thinned out. And I've already used my loons because I'm not paying attention. And now it's just the dragon against my loons, so I go ahead and give it up. Rightly so at that point. So do as I say, not as I do, apparently. So just remember, as long as your kill squad in the beginning, or your 6 to 8 dragons goes well, you cut off the defenses, carve out the base for your loons, and you killed the clan castle, like I didn't do in that last replay, then you should be just fine to sweep the rest of the base with your loons and your cleanup. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, by all means leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this.